Hey guys, it's Dan, your host of Your Danger Reviews. Today we are back with a recap of Game of Thrones Season 4, Episodes 6 through 10 for Game of Thrones. The last 5 episodes of Season 4 of Game of Thrones. I just actually watched the Season 5 premiere because I'm so addicted, but anyway, so just going right past these Game of Thrones videos, just blowing through these all pretty much. I got 2 parts for Season 5 to do, I got 2 parts for Season 6, and then I think for Season 7. Once I get to Season 7, actually, there's 7 episodes. I think I might as well just review the individual episodes for the 7th season, since that's the new season, so I might do that as well. But anyway, holy smokes, man, this season of Game of Thrones absolutely killed it. I can't get over what they did with this season. Episodes 9 and 10 are the best for sure, but I mean, holy smokes, man. They're just absolutely killing it this season with Game of Thrones. I can't wait to see what happens for Season 5. But, I mean, I don't understand how a show can do this kind of level type of stuff, man. This is movie stuff right here. So, anyway, I want to talk about Episode 6, then we'll talk about 7, 8, 9, and 10, but, oh, man, we got so many character deaths. We got characters getting kicked out of their own groups, like Daenerys kicking out, what's his name there, the one there that kind of loved her type of thing, that's been with her pretty much since Season 1 or whatever, that kind of loves her kind of thing, like he said. I always forget his darn name. The one that has, like, the brownish, shortish kind of hair, slight beard, and the yellow kind of suit or whatever. I'm talking about him. He gets kicked out, of course, and it just so many things to cover. Let's just talk about it real quick. Game of Thrones, Season 4, Episodes 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's get right into it. So, I want to start off, of course, with the major Episode 6. I mean, this one, so I was kind of thinking to myself, so, you get, Theon's, Theon Greyjoy / Reek, of course, Ramsay's such a terrible villain. Not terrible, like, I hate him, like he's not a good villain, like, he's not playing a good villain, but he's such a terrible guy, man. So, his sister comes to free him, and, he's like, no, I'm not going, who are you, that type of thing. Like, he's that he is messed up from what, Ramsay did to him. And of course, then Ramsay kind of comes out, no shirt on, the blood all over him, and he's like, this is a good night after all. Then they kind of just start fighting. It's just terrible villain. And, Theon just kind of stays inside, So, the attempt of Theon's sister to get him back did not work, that's a for sure. I don't want to beat around the bush right here. I want to kind of talk about the stuff with Tyrion in that episode because, so Lord Tywin, I mean, of course, he gets killed in episode 10, but in this episode, I mean, and then he brings out Shae, and she just totally gives him, like, the most terrible moments of his life. She pretty much just confirms everything, she said that apparently Sansa wanted to poison Joffrey, and that he was going to help Sansa do it. He was going to help Sansa actually poison Joffrey, and she just pretty much stood up there and just totally tried to get him killed. I mean, really. So, of course, Shae is, pretty much not his girlfriend anymore, that's for sure. And, of course, that is crazy because then Tyrion now is, he wants a fight. So he wants a fight. He wants a fight between the Mountain and, of course, then we get to see the Mountain versus the Viper. So, all that stuff, Tyrion episode 6, I mean, you gotta feel for him. That's just insane. But the suspense when you're watching that episode, when he's in the throne room, oh my God, when Shae comes out, like I said, and all that stuff, everybody says their piece about it. It just, I feel so bad because he's like one of my favorite characters of Game of Thrones. So, oh man, that was that stuff. So anyway, so next up, I want to talk about the stuff with the Mountain versus the Viper. Now, this was a really epic episode. You get to see the Mountain versus the Viper, and they fight it out, and they kind of delay it during the episode. Like, they're, Jaime Lannister and Tyrion have, like, a conversation that's, like, 10 minutes, and they're just really building it up, and it kind of takes forever for the fight to actually go down. But once it goes down, and you see the Viper and just the, tricks he's doing, I don't know what this is, but, just anyway, what he's doing, and then, you got the Mountain right there, and, he's just this tough guy, and they're fighting or whatever, and you think the Viper's gonna win, and then all of a sudden you see the scene with the head where he just wins or whatever, and he just crushes it or whatever. Oh my god, and then you get Lord Tywin who stands up and he's like, Tyrion, I sentence you to death, and that's how you end an episode. That's how you end a stupid episode of a show. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Oh man, I was like, are you kidding me? That's how you're gonna end it? I guess. So anyway, then of course you get the stuff with Tyrion in episode 10. So that stuff was insane, So Jaime lets him free. He lets him free. And they say their goodbyes, and then immediately he goes to Shae and kills her with his bare hands. And that's it. That's the end of her character. And then all of a sudden, he just points a crossbow to, Tywin, his father. You're not going to do it. You're not going to shoot your father. And he shoots him once, reloads, and then kills him, Just insane. You were going to sentence me to death. So, yeah, that's the end of Tywin in this show. I definitely have to be on Tyrion's side with the whole situation. I'm surprised he actually went through that. I thought he was going to put the crossbow down, I'll be honest with you. I'm really shocked that he actually went through it and he actually did that. So he killed his father, and then of course he is now taken by the one bald guy or whatever. Now he's just pretty much in this box. So oh my god. So Tyrion, absolutely my favorite character, at least for this season, that's for sure. That was the stuff at King's Landing, man. So what's going to happen now that Tywin is not at King's Landing anymore? That's something right there. With Cersei, Jaime, and the others. That's just, oh man, I can't get over that. So anyway, you get that stuff, and then of course you move into the kind of more, I want to say the more, that was the most interesting story of the season for sure. But the next one I want to talk about is the stuff with Jon Snow. Oh my god. I mean, this was one of the most epic battles ever. You get the wildlings. They pretty much attack Castle Black, and then you got the arrows, and then it goes down. You get the giant, and the giant just goes in, and the wildlings just absolutely try to demolish Castle Black, and you get Ygritte in there, you get just all the other wildlings that go in, and then they keep that red-haired guy, the guy with the bushy beard, the red hair, or like orangish hair type of thing. They keep him prisoner with a couple others, and anyway, you get pretty much the end of Ygritte. Now, this was devastating. Now, you got all this action, you got Jon Snow, and then you got, Sam, and he's protecting that, one girl with the baby, and he's like, I'll be back, and then he actually does come back, which I thought, oh, are they going to kill him? No, he actually comes back, And anyway, they just pretty much fight to the death. You get all these, fights and all this stuff. Jon Snow, with that one, bald guy with the veins on his head, you pretty much get Jon Snow. He gets beaten up pretty bad, and then he gets killed. And then all of a sudden, he finds Ygritte with, the arrow pointed at him. And then, of course, she gets killed. She gets shot. And she says, you know nothing, Jon Snow, which I thought really fit perfectly, because that's one of the iconic thing she always says, you know nothing, Jon Snow, that she pretty much dies with Jon Snow. So, I mean, I can't believe that. That was insane. I did not expect to see her get killed at all. It was such an emotional episode for Jon Snow. And that episode 9 of season 4, might be my second favorite episode of Game of Thrones. Blackwater's still my favorite. I'm sorry, it just still is. But this one's my second favorite. But the season overall is definitely my favorite. So that was the stuff at Castle Black. I mean, I just, oh man, that's crazy. So then as well, we get to see Stannis come to Castle Black. So that I did not expect to see either. That was insane. And of course, that one guy from the Wildlings, the lead or whatever, he will not kneel before Stannis. So that's something right there. I have to see what happens in season 5, because now he's captive or whatever. But anyway, absolutely insane season. Now Stannis is at Castle Black, the wall / Castle Black. But oh my god. So then another part, which, as if the season wasn't crazy enough, then you get the Hound versus Brienne. And the fight, it's pretty close, she gets beat up pretty bad. He gets a couple punches, they sword fight or whatever, and then he just gets pushed off, and then boom, you see him fall, and then Arya won't kill him. She just kind of lets him suffer there, pretty much. And he's covered in blood, he's pretty much finished. So, I guess that's the end of the Hound, I guess. It's supposed to be, at least. I don't know if that's his death or not. That'd be a really terrible death, to be honest, because, you don't actually get to see him dead. But is that the end of the Hound? I don't know. Don't spoil it for me if it's not. But I am just not sure at this point. I am just, So that was that stuff. And like I said, the Daenerys stuff where she kicks out the one guy was insane. That was one of her top people or whatever. He loved her and all that kind of stuff, and she just kind of kicks him out. So we'll have to see what happens with him. And just an incredible, out of this world season of a show. Lord Baelish too, just Peter Baelish, kissing Sansa, which is, okay, and then pushes that one lady down, and the season just is insane. It's an insane season of a show. The craziest season of Game of Thrones, that's no doubt. And I want to hear what you thought if you are rewatching it with me. Next up will be a Rick Grimes video, but I also want to continue Game of Thrones from Season 5 and do the last couple seasons. So anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.